Good morning, beautiful patrons. Thank you so much for joining us on this, short notice. Trump will be having a special announcement, and you are all here because the storm is upon us.
My fellow Christian warriors, set yourselves apart from this corrupt generation. Be saints. That is the freedom that I wish for you. Freedom from sin. Freedom from our weaknesses. Freedom from the slavery that sin makes out of all of us. That is the freedom that is worth dying for. Kind of reminds me of the words that Mel Gibson first intoned in his Academy Award-winning film Braveheart, when he said to his ragtag army, and I say to you tonight, I see before me a whole army of my countrymen here in defiance of tyranny. You've come to fight as free men, and free men you are. What will you do without freedom? Will you fight? No! Yeah, fight, you may die. Run and you live. Or at least a while. Dying in your beds many years from now, would you have been willing to trade all the years from this day to that for one chance? Just one chance to come back here and tell our enemies that you can take our lives, you can never take our freedom. Every man dies. Not every man truly lives. You. We must fight for that authentic freedom and live, my friends. By God, we must live. And with the Holy Spirit as your shield and Christ as your sword, may you join Saint Michael and all the angels in defending God in sending Lucifer and his henchmen straight right back to hell where they belong. The storm is upon us. But not without Jesus, our rudder. And in the words of Reagan, evil is powerless if the good are unafraid. God bless you.
And God bless you, beautiful patrons. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful day. Trump will beat us shortly. And let's play Hold the Line and let me shout each and every one out because I love you, right? Okay, guys, let's pull in the chat. I can't do loud shout-outs, guys. Dick Tracy, we love you. Tina English, De Hein, Ellen Hola, Natasha, like you, Jos Reiners.
I will be a president of disease,
Defrustrated,
hopelessness, anger,
Morocco, great to see you, my friend.
extremism,
Jordy M,
lawlessness,
and Defrustrated,
violence,
holding the line
bitterness, and
on
fury.
YouTube.
no progress,
Natasha, goedemiddag.
no nation.
Real News Heads,
Only
Jenna
state of
Franklin,
chaos.
Dabs,
Don't piss
Time
down my
Traveler,
back and tell me
Rick
it's
Q,
raining.
Leon 17, Dabs, Diane to know, singing new song, sister, you broke the internet. Dick Tracy, we love you, Little 51, Catch Your Dab, Mainframe Destroyer, we gonna hold flying, boom time, Both Side 214, Mainframe Destroyer, love that name, Timor 67, Leslie P 1963, we love you guys. Bap it up. Commerce 1921. Let's get the show on the road, guys. The golden age is upon us. That show is 1977. We gonna hold the line. Boom time. Say hello to my little friend. back in the house. We love you, sister. Do no good. Star on 20. Love you guys. Russian dossier. Canon number 70. Rev reset cruising altitude of 40,000 foot long ago. As we prepare to land, make sure your seats and folding trays are in their upright position. Sauce 2522, we love you. And don't forget to buckle up, guys, because it's going to get bumpy. Whoa, what happened? United Airlines to Guantanamo Bay. Immediate boarding at Gate E. You need to stay with calm, guys. Bring a friend. Tell everybody we're going live. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Yo, Kaboutin, great to see you, my friend. The angels are sounding their horns. The apocalypse is nigh. Foreshadowed for millennia and unfolding right in front of our eyes. We are blessed to be alive to be the witnesses of this epic transition to greatness. Big shout out to Donald J. Trump, Dan Scavino, Elon Musk, General Flynn, Pat Patel, Pam Bondi, Chuck Grassley, Richard Brunel, and the Less Than 10. We love you guys.
We love you.
Just Rhiners. We love you,
Back
brother.
in some form.
Too many of us think it is impossible.
That's Phyllis,
Too
1977.
many think it is unreal. But that is a dangerous,
defeatist
defeatist belief. It leads to the conclusion that we are gripped by forces we cannot control.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for the storm mega. Okay, guys, the big music is starting, and we're waiting till the Where We Go, One We Go worldwide is full screen, and now we can start the show. Trump will be with us shortly, guys, and do we have some crumbs for you? The only thing is, guys, the place, my home where we do the shows from is now a complete waste and a desolation. And so I had to do the show from Miss Grasshopper's studio. The thing is today she's having her university lessons, arts lessons, and she invited all her students into her atelier, right? So they're coming in like 2 hours. So I have to make sure to make this a really short show, guys. So again, there comes a time within the show that I gotta say, okay, guys, I gotta split. Lance and Durfme know the timestamps. Around 11:30, 11:45, I really have to go, guys. So to make room, and again, big shout out to Miss Grasshopper, who's having a little grasshopper in her belly. Giving it all the time and nurturing it. Every single day. It's getting harder and harder and harder with the day, guys. And again, we're doing the renovation. We're doing all that we can. So please, just understand that we got a lot going on, guys. So how stressful renovations can be, and add a little baby to it. Add that I have to have an surgery on my shoulder, guys, because I broke a tendon again. So please understand, like, we're doing these shows, but this is not a normal situation, guys. But again, we want to give a shout out to Blues Breakers. Great to see you. Cologne, beautiful name, by the way. And Leslie P. and Miss Penny Blake, guys. Jenna Franklin, we love you guys. Sketch a Dab, great to see you all. And again, thank you so much for joining us on this short notice. I had to do this live show, guys. So big shout out to Miss Grasshopper lending this studio to me for just a few hours. And let's be respectful of her time, guys. So let's we can't start the show, guys, without first introducing the two guys who wish these shows are not possible, all the way from the Pacific Coast, the man that never sleeps and that is born ready, the man in the mirror, and the man in between, Mr. Lance, on his epic quest. How are you doing, my friend?
Well, happy Thursday, Grasshopper, Durfman, and to our wonderful chat. Yeah, short notice. So, man, for a short notice, our chat sure is booking. So thank you, everyone. I think you guys are pretty accustomed to how we roll. We try to do our Thursday shows, right? Like me and Grass were talking, maybe we should just do it Friday, right? But then, of course, Trump comes out hitting
Yes.
hitting a Delta. So it's time to go live. So thank you, everyone, for joining us on this short notice. And I'll make it short today, but we did have a very epic announcement, right, from Cash and Pam yesterday. Just putting the child predators on blast, right? Like on note, we will hunt you down, we will find you.
Yes.
So the hunters have become the hunted, right? So love you guys. Let's see what this show holds today.
It might just.
Oh, I gotta. Yeah. So let me see how I can do this. So we can. And again, guys, give it up for Lance for always hosting the OBS and making sure that all the live streams are live to go, guys. Oli 17, great to see you. The Frustrated Sister, we love you. I tried to call you, but you're hard to reach. Joking. Let me see. Do No Good, Blues Breakers. Mary Jane, beautiful name. Good morning, Grasshopper. Good morning, Mary Jane. What a beautiful name. Okay, guys, let's introduce the man that you all know as Mr. Butterboy. The man that knows without being told. Mr. 45, believe it or not, heartbeats a minute. The cherry on top, Mr. RQ Durfman. How you doing, my friend?
I am doing awesome.
Boom.
Happy to be here with you, with Lance, and with everybody that's joining on Rumble, on YouTube, and on Twitter, and I guess on Pilled as well.
Oh, yeah.
Foxhole, which I'm sorry I'm never over there, guys, but I've got one screen and I don't know how many tabs I have open. Not as many as Hopper. Close. I mean, you've seen it, and you some of you guys have seen my desktop. How what a mess that is. So, but hey, happy May 8th.
Yeah.
Happy 508 to everybody.
All right.
We've got we've got some very, very interesting crumbs here, right? I mean, considering the timing between tweets.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, I say let's get right into it since we have about an hour and a half of Hopper time. I will be keeping an eye on RSBN. We are still waiting for Trump to make this major announcement. And I got to tell you, Hopper, I'm so sorry to disappoint you. But
to disappoint? You never disappoint.
No. But I'm not saying I'm going to disappoint you. But it also happens to be that Trump is going to be live with Melania.
When?
At 11:30 this morning. Yeah, Trump.
What?
And yeah, President Trump and Melania hold an event celebrating military mothers. It is, well, the RSBN is scheduled for 11:30. So this, I'm guessing maybe around noon or maybe early afternoon.
Yeah,
It
so
seems like...
so if I would have known this, I would have gone to my home. Even though it's dusty and I'm risking, like I've got this, some kind of laptop cooler that is kind of forcing air into my laptop, making sure that it doesn't overheat because all the tabs and all the, the graphics that are going on, the things that we're sending out and all these things, to make sure the laptop stays nice and cool. Cool as fancy, guys. And that's risking the dust getting into my laptop. And, it's like a pretty wild thing, guys. This is a racehorse. Shout out to Lance. Brother Lance, we have been on the phone for a long time deciding which one we're going to buy that is going to stand the test of time. And again, you got to give it up for Lance. He's such an amazing soul, giving a lot of time to our movement. Yes.
Yeah, I said a nerd.
Yeah, no, not a nerd. No, absolutely not, But again, guys, happy 508. This is perfect. Plausible deniability to the world, yet ultimate confirmation to us. What do you mean? The timing in between tweets, the missing and replaced letters. This is not a game. Trump himself is speaking to us. I mean, we are the artistic fueled engine the world needs right now, and I feel honored to be part of this. How beautiful, guys. Happy 508. And Trump, guys, you guys are looking at the RSBN feed, right? And let me know when Trump is going live. Because if you have been seeing the crumbs, drop a 17 if you were with us previous shows. By the way, we got to give a shout out to Susie Q, Red Delilahs. Q Faye is with us. Again, guys, we got so many new arrivals. The Grim Reaper 101. Awesome name. Donna at 1996. Awesome, guys. Brent 1520. And again, guys, if I miss any one of you, please let me know. But again, guys, the prompts from the show were all about the White House posting 1 minute after we went live regarding Trump going to walking towards Marine One. At 70 seconds, you could see that beautiful picture, right? And the length of this video was 23 seconds. That reminded us of that video that we showed, right? With Trump walking towards Marine One over here with the 17 steps over here, 17 steps, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps, right? On the airplane. And again, this is also a 23-second clip. This is something we recorded, and a big shout out to Joanne for helping me making this video. And but again, the 17 steps and the 23 in total when you add the 5 staircases, right? So again, how beautiful that the White House was posting 1 minute after we went live at a timestamp saying something big is about to drop, right? So then Trump went live. We were covering the Trump event, and Trump went live. And when he started speaking, it was 6:02. 18:02, the military timestamp is saying something big is about to drop, right? Just like the timestamp of the White House with Trump walking towards Marine One with the 17 steps on the grass and 23 in total, accounting for the staircase. So the time that Durfman posted this was 5 minutes earlier after Durfman posted this, right? Was at 9:33 p.m. And 5 minutes later, guys, this was on the 29th. 5 minutes later, look at the time and the date. 5 minutes later, guys, Dan Scavino posted Trump walking towards Marine One. And when you count the steps, including his shuffling on the ground, where he turns around and then turns around again and walks towards Marine One, were a complete 17 steps, guys, including the staircase. So that was epic. Then at the end of that 29th, guys, Dan Scavino posted a video of Trump disembarking Marine One, and Dan Scavino made sure to drop this at 23:26:32. 3263 is bringing us to a Twitter link from an anon that couldn't wait to watch the Michigan rally. That was the exact same rally that we were decoding that night, right? So how interesting that this is all coming out on the same day that it all started with the White House posting 1 minute later, Marine One and all these beautiful Marine One comms during our show. And Dan Scavino ending the day with a beautiful 3263 with an anon that couldn't wait to watch the Michigan rally, guys. Michigan, guys. So, yes.
Can I just interrupt right quick? A couple things. First of all, I am not seeing the clock on the top left side. I don't know if that's something for you or Lance.
That'd be me.
All right, sorry.
Own it.
I also
Fixed and right at 10:07. Nice.
Awesome.
nice, beautiful.
Good timing, Dirk.
Don't you love that? Also want to give a very quick shout out to Captain Brexiteer 72, who's saying, "Not here for long, having our baby delivered soon, so baby Gracie will be born on Liberation Day."
Awesome. Congratulations.
Congrats, Captain Brexiteer. Thanks for
Awesome,
popping
guys.
in. And yeah, that's it. I just wanted to.
Awesome, guys. So after we had all these amazing Marine One proofs, right? During our show, at the end of the show, and even at the end of the day, leading back to a patriot on Twitter that couldn't wait for the Michigan rally. The next day, guys, Donald Trump dropped at 15:07. 15:07 is saying, an analyst saying, I know that confirming Q proofs is going to be tough, but we need some type of guidance. What should we have ready? You know, tell us what we need to be ready, right? And Q is coming back. Marine One proofs forthcoming, guys. And that is exactly what we had in the show, right? With the Marine One over there, you know. You know, with something big is about to drop, something big is about to drop, right? So again, continuing on. So, yeah, the gap codes, you know, like we have showed you this before, right? So I don't have to really go into this. Again, it leads to the treason, it leads to Pfizergate, it leads to Obama, you know. This is that video that we recorded. The Q will be answered, and then this happened, guys. Then Trump dropped at 10:02, guys. At 10:02, or 2:10, guys, sorry. 2:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Trump drops a video with him walking towards Marine One, guys. Just have a look at this beautiful video.
He's going to do what he promised to do on the campaign trail.
He ain't no lame duck. If anything, he's a soaring eagle.
47 means business.
He's a man of his word.
My administration has launched the most sweeping border and immigration crackdown in American history. We will make America wealthy again.
The White House is holding all the cards.
My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day.
Our country will be woke no longer.
Boom.
President Trump's been clear. We are turning the page on DEI.
We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government. I'm going to close the Department of Education and move education back to the states.
He is gutting liberal Washington, D.C. in a way that they say could be permanent.
We're going to also slash something else, the waste in our bloated federal bureaucracy. And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government
Great to see you.
Doge savings $162 billion.
We will strengthen and modernize
Marine
our
One.
military.
The U.S. military is on a recruiting comeback. The Navy says it's on track for its best year since 2002.
Baby.
Over 50,000 recruits have raised their right hand to join the Army so far this fiscal year.
This is a Q drop, guys. This is a Q drop. Remember that? There was a time when normal men were asked to do extraordinary things, right? This is that drop, guys. Can somebody look that up?
Do they have that in there? What the hell?
Yeah, dude.
There's
the drop.
On.
Somebody look that up, please.
We will keep men out of women's sports. From now on, women's sports will be only for women. I will terminate Lion Kamala's electric vehicle mandate and end immediately the Green New Scam.
He pulled the plug on Joe Biden's failed energy policy.
Biden-era regulations be gone. Leases will now be expedited and permits will be streamlined from here on.
Streamlined, guys.
This is what it looks like when you do have a president who, number one, keeps his promises, is willing to fight.
You can't say that he's commenting
Marine
and not
One.
try to deliver on what he
I
at
see
least
you.
believes was his promises on the campaign trail, and he's doing so in historic fashion.
Donald Trump is crushing his to-do list.
Wow, guys. And again, a beautiful walk on the grass, right? A beautiful walk on the grass. Okay, guys. So let's continue, guys, because we're anything but done, guys. This was dropped at 2:10 p.m., right? And 2:10 is saying check my last post queue. This is what you do when you look at the gap codes, right? So we are now going to look at the gap codes between Marine One Proof's forthcoming and Trump dropping this beautiful video with Trump, with Marine One peppered all over the video, right? He even talks about the Marines, at 2:10, check my last post. So when was the last time that Trump posted regarding Marine One? Let's look at the gap code between these two things, right? The gap codes between Trump dropping, Marine One Proof's forthcoming. And again, he was posting a video of that rally that we covered the night before, right? So Marine One Proof's forthcoming. The time in between these two, the Marine One, was promises made, promises kept. The time in between is 2 days, 0.9607. 2960 is showing you promises made, promises kept, guys. Do you see? Promises made, promises made, promises kept, promises kept, guys. Again, beautiful. The minutes 4263, where we go one, we go all. And, the timestamp of 2:55 seconds, 8:07 is bringing us again to 2558. All just for a conspiracy, right? It's all just a conspiracy, guys. Nothing to see here. Nothing is happening, right? Wink, wink. And the 8:07 is bringing us to I hear you guys. The beautiful 5x5 SIG comms, right? Secure comms signifier 5x5 reach, right? I hear you guys. So how beautiful that the gap code is saying promises made, promises kept regarding the Marine One Proof's forthcoming, guys. And there is another extension on this, right? Because this is regarding the last time that he posted the video, right? This is the gap code in between the timestamp Marine One Proof's forthcoming, right? This has nothing to do with the Marine One video, but this is regarding Marine One Proof's forthcoming. Then he drops this. Now let's have a look at the gap between the last time Trump dropped the Marine One. And we all saw, that is the beauty, guys, that Trump dropped at 11:33, right? PM. That is hashtag 17. And we all know that Trump took 17 steps towards Marine One, right? Think about the video that Dan Scavino dropped during our show with the 17 steps, including the steps, right? And again, so 11:33 on March 3rd, and then on March 5th, Trump dropped that beautiful video. The time in between, guys, is showing you it must be done right. Let me show you this, guys. So let me see, guys. This is 38 days and 37 minutes, right? 1 day, 14 hours and 37 minutes is 38 days and 37 minutes. This drop, 38:37, is saying bigger than you can imagine. This is more than selling state secrets, more than selling U.S. security, more than selling military tech, more than selling CIA assets, selling off NSA bulk data collection programs, selling uranium one. This is leading you to Hillary Clinton, right? This is more than selling U.S. space national security programs and all these things, more than selling U.S. aid, guys. Shout out to Lance. More than selling SAPs, right? This is all about crimes against humanity, kill from within, financial, military, division of citizenry, and border collapse, guys. This is what we have been seeing the last 4 years. And there is the 37:25, the minutes and seconds. It must be done right. It must be done according to the rule of law, and it must carry weight. It must be proven in court, in a court of law. There can't be no mistakes. Good things sometimes take time, right? And this is a beautiful drop because this is already showing you back in 2019 that they were telling you that the election of 2020 will be stolen. You know, Democrat election interference in 2020, guys. Impeachments. We, the people, are the cure. You know, fire and forced, DOJ and FBI, think Pam Bondi and Cash Patel and all that great stuff. Locked and loaded, guys. We have to move because time is not on my side, guys. But again, how beautiful that the gap code here is pointing to, you know, why it's taking, not such a long time, but why we had to wait this long, right? Because it must carry weight, right? And that is exactly what we're doing right now. How do you break up something this big, guys?
Hey, Grass.
There is that. Yes.
Band of Anons is 2144.
Okay, thank you. 2144. Let's see. 2144. Thank you, Lance. And again, guys, there is that beautiful drop, guys. There was a time when the world asked ordinary men to do extraordinary things. Band of Anons, guys. And this is exactly what we see in that video of Donald Trump, guys. Let's see. Where's that video? There it is. There it is, guys. Band of Anons, guys. There it is. Beautiful, guys. Can you believe it? Band of Anons, guys. Beautiful. Another Q-proof, right? We serve at the pleasure of the president. Hoorah. Oscar worthy, guys. Arrow sub, share on all platforms, guys. A beautiful Q-proof brought to you by Donald J. Trump and the whole team, guys. With the Marine One, there was a time when ordinary men were asked to do extraordinary things. And there is Dan Scavino, guys, attending the 17th annual police officers ball, guys, with this beautiful woman. And again, guys, Dan Scavino, we love you. The 17th annual police officers ball. Beautiful, guys. Let's see. There is... we showed you over here, that it talks about crimes against humanity, right? This is leading into the things that we're going to show you regarding Anthony Fauci and what RFK is showing you here, right? Saving the children.
And during the Biden administration, HHS became a collaborator in child trafficking and for sex and for slavery.
I really appreciate you shining a light on what we now know is government-sponsored, taxpayer-funded child trafficking.
Boom.
Really, we're engaged in creating slavery.
It must carry weight, guys.
Trafficking slaves to this country.
Absolutely.
In the late 1980s, I was actively involved in what's called the Franklin cover-up. This is a case where children were flown from Sioux City, Iowa to Washington, D.C., for sex orgies with congressmen, senators, and it goes all the way, at that time, up to the White House.
We're shipping them to criminals, traffickers, and members of transnational criminal organizations like MS-13 and 18th Street Gang and other cartels. The U.S. government has become the middleman in a child trafficking operation.
Somewhere where the spotlight is. Down low as possible. A lot of this is just.
No, I get it. I just, like I said,
stuff that we don't tell people because what we don't want to do is attract attention. We don't want the media.
Yeah.
Like we don't even know where we're going when they tell us.
They were facilitating putting children in unsafe homes and people who were trafficking them. The Biden administration went out there and didn't even vet these sponsors many times. And many children would go through a sponsor's home, and it could be someone who was using them to profit off of them, victimizing them over and over again.
What role does the immigration crisis play in cartels being able to move these children across the border?
Lance, there's something in the upright corner.
Very great question that should be asked of the Secretary of DHS and HHS, because right now they're not information sharing at all.
Have you read these New York Times reports, these stories, the series of stories the New York Times has done on the children who are in your care? Have you read them?
Yes, I have.
Have you read that children are scrubbing dishes? They are operating heavy machinery. They are delivering meals. They are harvesting coffee. They are working construction. They are working as housekeepers. They are working overnight shifts at plants where they are not paid. They are not going to school. They are not cared for. They are not giving meals. Almost all of it illegally. Are you aware of that? That's a yes or no.
Yes.
But the moment I reported that MS-13 case, it took them less than 3 weeks to swiftly accuse me of wrongdoing completely falsely, and then threaten me with investigation and walked me off the site with security.
Do you really think that you're helping these children by releasing them to labor traffickers and, yes, sex traffickers? 85,000 children whom you have no contact with, and your answer is we gave them a presentation before we turned them over to these people who are exploiting them on a scale not seen in this country for 100 years, a century.
That shouldn't be a partisan issue. We created child slavery here in this country. We talk about China having slaves. What are we doing in the United States of America with government money? That's unexcusable.
These people are sick, guys.
Our economic plan is working. We now have to finish the job, but there's more to do.
And we've ended that, and we're very aggressively going out and trying to find these children, the 300,000 children that were lost by the Biden administration.
You see that, guys? Wow, guys, Lance, epic video, guys. And again,
another masterpiece, right? Like, I hate putting these damn videos together, right? Like, but we got to show how sick these freaking people are. And honestly, we've been documenting this like the whole time, right? Like, I mean, you guys can check my highlights on how many videos I've made on all the trafficking that was going on, and right, like it was, whew, bad times, right? Like that was nuts, man. But at the same time, right, like they caught a lot of people too. So, I mean, that's kind of the stuff that I was trying to report as well, right? Of course, those videos never get any freaking traction, right? But like, man, there was priests being arrested, there was teachers being arrested, right? Like they still are to this day. I'm about to make another video. I'm just collecting everything, but yeah, man, it's just, I mean, our government traffic kids, right? Like you can't deny
it's like,
it,
you know,
right?
it's like
that
we
that's
have
why I
to-
said Biden revealed, right? Biden revealed that our government was trafficking. You know what I mean? That's why I had to put it that way, because of course it wasn't just him, right? Like there's that small little clip in there, right, where they say that they're all being flown in, right, and trafficked to the White House, and we've never seen them flown in like that until those last 4 years, right? Until Biden was in office. So you have to think about how all that combines, right? So, and I have to say, man, there is one guy that I follow that like has GPS, right? On like owns a GPS company. I think you guys on X, man, like the stuff that they track, right? Like these people are screwed, right? Like they have them down to the T, right? Like, I mean, one of his reports he was saying the other day was about Crockett, right? That she was meeting with the cartel leaders at the cartel leader's house. Yeah. Right? Like what the
ridiculous.
Right? And like and of course, like most people missed that part of his post, right? But for me, that was the one thing that stood out. Like, wait a minute, you got her GPS tracked down to meeting with cartel leaders with the Sinaloa gang, and like, dude, she's screwed. Right? Like dude, they're building cases. There's no way they're not, right?
Yeah.
Like there was another judge I just said that was indicted, right, for voter interference. So, dude,
This
stuff's
is why
going down.
I pulled up this drop, right?
Yeah.
It must be done right. According to the rule of law, it must carry weight and it must be proven in a court of law, guys. No mistakes. Good things sometimes take time, guys. How do you break up something this big? It's showing
And right
you
there,
2016.
The attempts to slow and block the inevitable, right? The justice will fail. That's what all these riots are about, right? We know this. We know why Antifa comes out. You know why all the rioters come out, right? Like it's to try to flood the news, right? So that they won't cover stuff. I mean, there was so much weird stuff at the White House that happened the last 4 years, right? Like, why was it surrounded by black trucks? Why was there, freaking Black Hawks landing on the White House lawn? Like, there was a lot of stuff going on in these last 4 years that, of course, this damn, Mockingbird media isn't going to show, right? They're going to flood it with everything else. So, man, like there's that's one of my favorite drops, right? Like, just be patient, right? Like, but it's good to see everybody screaming that we want to rest, right? Whether it's against Trump or whether it's against Biden or whether it's against the government, right? Like everybody is screaming for arrest. So
it has to be the will of the people, right? It could not be Trump going after his adversaries, right? This is how the media wants to paint it, right? Now all of this stuff is coming out and being discussed on, on kind of the MSN, right? Like everywhere, right? And we have General Flynn dropping this, guys, pencil neck, saying, hey, in an orange suit. And guys, how wonderful would it be? Because he's renovating, the Rock, right? In San Francisco. So how awesome would it be? Like I always said, how awesome would it be to make Gitmo some kind of like how do you say that? Like a zoo, right? Where you can go in with your kids, you can walk around, just say, hey, these guys,
like a zoo.
They traffic. Yeah. This is the guy that was, going after Trump. He was the one sitting on the board, on the special counsel, lying to the people, and you have like this television set just going through all the lies. And you can see the guy sitting there, right? Eating what, eating cockroaches and stuff like that, right?
Cockroaches.
Yeah. And you can, there's a like a little venting machine that you could throw like mega heads at them, right? Like, you can put a coin in and you go YMCA. Every time you put a quarter in, it plays YMCA, driving them absolutely nuts. That would be awesome, to put them in the Rock, right? And you can just point like all these crooks are over there, That would be awesome. Hillary Clinton, Obama,
I think that's why he talked about.
There. I think that's
why. I think that's why he talked about Al Capone all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he used to compare himself. They treated me worse than Al Capone, and he said that a lot. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm eating a croissant, guys. Excuse me.
I think someone
said.
Did someone say Trump is live? Yeah. People said it.
Okay,
don't
guys.
feed the animals. That's what I said.
There it is. Let me see, guys. Not yet.
Let's see.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, guys.
I seen it in the chat.
Yes, thank you. And again, Firstborn Unicorn, great to see you. M. Eagle, sister, we love you. The Granny is with us. Sanctificate, Colors, 1921. Let me see. Parco is with us. Great to see you. Stevie Bananas. Kirk Allen, too. Yes, the traps, guys. The trap card played. Trump card coming. Val Smith, sister, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello, Patriots. We love you, sister. Okay, guys. So again, we got a little Gitmo action retweeted by General Flynn and tagging at real Donald Trump, guys. So, okay, so there is, again, like Lens was saying, right? The 205 arrests just this week, guys. Nothing is happening, guys. Nothing, nothing to see here. Just keep looking. And there is Trump, guys, dropping the FIFA, at the 2026 World Cup. And 2026 is saying the whole world is watching, guys. And it has a Twitter link underneath. And that links to Trump on Hillary Clinton. Look what she's getting away with. But let's see if she gets away with it, right? Okay, guys. So again, interesting. This was posted at 6:01 p.m. and this drop is posted at 6:07, right? So a beautiful 6-minute delta, kind of. But Trump is here exposing 60 Minutes and all linking corporations, right? The media, the press, Paramount, CBS, and all these things, right? Interesting that Trump is dropping this at 9:37. Saying this is a glimpse. You cannot possibly imagine the size of this. Trust the plan. Trust that there are more good and bad. The world is helping. We are not alone. We're all connected in this fight. Patriots unite. We are winning big. What's the speech? God bless, guys. And the minutes and seconds of 37:45 is bringing us to Pfizergate, guys. And again, colluding with others, right? Just like the media was trying to sway the election towards loser Kamala Harris, guys. Fixed, manipulated, and doctored, fake, corrupt, anti-Trump propaganda. All what we have been seeing with the Spygate, the whole Obama administration. Interesting how this is all coming together. Again, interesting just that Trump is dropping here at 9:49 saying, talking about the Q team, do we still trust Sessions? Or, and Q is saying, trust the plan, full control. The minutes and seconds is beautifully tying in to Q coming back and saying, shall we play a game once more, right? Do the job without delay. The Q team is saying, shall we play a game once more? Again, I like the timestamps. And there is RFK coming out, exposing Anthony Fauci, exactly posting at 8:02, and 8:02 is showing you the definition of a patriot, and interestingly, guys, the definition of a traitor, a person who betrays another cause or any trust, a person who commits treason by betraying his country, guys, aka Anthony Fauci. Do we want to look at this 1 minute clip? Why not?
That is designed to make microbes and pathogens more virulent, more transmissible, and more deadly. It was in this country, they started doing it in 1947, the military and the intelligence agencies, in order to develop bioweapons. In 1969, President Nixon banned it all, shut down Fort Detrick, shut down all the labs. That ban, and then signed the Bioweapons Convention. That ban lasted till 2001. And after the anthrax attacks, Anthony Fauci essentially restarted the arms race and the bioweapons arms race, and did it under the pretension of developing vaccines, because it's the same science that you develop bioweapons and vaccines. In 2014, 3 of his bugs escaped, and 300 scientists wrote letters to President Obama asking him to shut down Anthony Fauci. President Obama declared a moratorium, but instead of shutting down his experiments, he moved them offshore, mainly to the Wuhan lab. And now, the principal institutions of our government, the CIA, the FBI, the State Department, Department of Energy, all say that it is most likely that those experiments resulted in the COVID-19 pandemic beginning in 2019.
Bioweapons, guys.
Today moved to shut down this kind of research in this country and to stop funding it abroad.
Okay, guys, I just want to have a look at the timestamp here. This is an annual show, guys. Let me just see 7:25, just for kicks, guys. Okay, the CNN. Okay, ask yourself. Okay, blah blah blah. A war. How do you start a war? What kind of war, right? With what kind of weapons? Interesting. Okay, let me look at 1925. Really quickly, guys. Okay. Timelines. What's the budget? Okay. Okay, guys. So let's have a little look, guys, because we're anything but done.
Hey, Grass,
okay, so,
I think Cash's test is like in front of the Senate right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just seen clips of him with Senator Kennedy. That's how I was like, huh. He was in yesterday too, and he was grilling the Democrats. It was wonderful.
Happenings, guys. And again, guys, Tremman Pigs, we love you, man. Look at this guy. We love him. Yes.
Just to say, we do have Rapid Response 47 that's posting clips of Cash right now, who is testifying in front of the Senate.
All right.
Testifies before Senate Appropriation Committee. Well, I guess it's happening right now.
Okay, guys. So let me quickly run through. The media is trying to dump upon the winning streak for we the people, right? Asking these stupid questions, and let me just show you this.
These are actual examples. So you're saying the prices that are going down, some prices are going up, tires, strollers, some clothing in the wake of your tariffs.
That's peanuts compared to energy. Energy is 60% of the cost.
Basic economics, guys.
You campaigned on a promise to bring prices down on day
Well, I don't know. When
one.
you say strollers are
Callie
going
Garrow,
up,
we love you.
what kind of a thing? I'm saying that gasoline is going down. Gasoline is thousands of times more important than a stroller someplace.
But what do you say to Americans who say they voted for you because they want and they need relief right now?
And they're getting it.
Right now?
What are you talking about?
Even mortgage rates.
Different items I just
mortgage
mentioned.
rates. Are
Look at
going
the
down.
different items I just mentioned. Oh, God. Won't you want to just, like our intro, guys? I'm not going to say it. What is the title of our second intro, guys? Oh, guys.
I just like to know when the hell eggs mattered so much, right? Like, it hasn't been until like the last year, all of a sudden it was eggs.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
what the hell?
So, okay, like axe is being used in a lot of produce, but again, let's talk about oil, right? That those prices are going down. So now everything is going down. This is basic economics, guys. What are you talking about strollers? What are you talking about dolls? How many dolls do you need, right?
Yeah,
right? Oh my
oil
God,
is
the prices
down.
of dolls are up. Like,
They can't
really?
get 30 dolls. Who the hell gets 30 dolls?
Yeah, come on now, right? That is 50%, if less, of the children that are being born. So then what are you talking about? And the age is just like between 3 and 8 years old. Now after that they start playing around with the iPhones and TikTok, right? Like they're not looking at dolls anymore. So look at this. And again, I just wanted to play this clip because you can see that Trump is saying, we have a big announcement, and then we all know what this announcement is about, right? About the trade deals.
No, I'm joking.
About the trade deals, it's going to boom like never before. No tax. This will be the biggest tax cut for middle and working class Americans by far, guys. And this is all leading into, the big conference tomorrow at 10 a.m., showing you the trade deals, a big country, and we all know it starts with a U and it ends with a K, guys. So yeah, guys. So, and again, how beautiful that this is posted on the 7th, right? So he's talking about tomorrow at 10 a.m. lining up with a beautiful delta today of 508 2020 5-year delta exactly at 10/23/55, guys. 58. So again, the great awakening for the people, like he's saying, for the working class, Main Street, guys. It's time for Main Street to win. The great awakening, guys. Trump is taking care of it. And are you ready for the golden age of America? It's coming, guys. So we made it, guys. We were really quick, and so sorry if I have mispronounced any words. Went through it too quickly. If it was too quick, please let me know. We will go over it the next show, guys. We got a lot on our plates. Let's see if Trump is live. Not yet, huh?
Not yet.
Okay, guys. So that gives us time to look at the Cash Patel stuff, right?
Well, here, let me post a link here.
Okay. Shout out to Victoria 54. Tippy Top is with us. QNA 17. Belgium in the house. We love you, sister. Let's see, guys. You were dropping something? Yo, there it is. Miss Penny Black. And we know status. What is this, guys? Okay. Okay, this is okay.
Person with a brain and a beating heart.
Yes, sir.
Did Jeffrey Epstein hang himself or did somebody kill him?
Senator, I believe he hung himself in a cell in the Metropolitan Detention Center.
Are you going to release all the information about that?
Senator, we are working through that right now with the Department of Justice.
When you think you'll have it done, Cash?
I think in the near future, sir.
Like before I die?
Senator, we are we've been working on that, and we're doing it in a way that protects
victims and also doesn't put out into the ether information that is irrelevant for production of the public, such as CSAM.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, guys.
Senator Reid.
Thank you very much.
Cash
Mr. Chairman.
Patel.
Before I die, that was funny.
Like, before I die.
I love that senator, man. He is the funniest freaking guy ever.
Absolutely.
Like, can you imagine him as your grandpa, right? Like, that guy just must make you die at freaking Christmas, right? And Thanksgiving. Like, my gosh. Like, that's what he says on camera. Just imagine what he says when he's not on camera.
Right? Okay, let's look at rapid response, guys.
One of the initiatives that we stood up at the FBI was the Homeland Security Task Force. And the first place we took it was the state of Virginia, just because of geography. And what we did was DEA, DHS, FBI, HSI, state, local authorities, Virginia state authorities, all nested in an FBI facility in the state of Virginia to cover down on what we call the first operation for Homeland Security Task Force. And it was a simple phone call to the leadership at the DEA, at DHS, at FBI. And I said, hey, I need 20 guys and gals here. I need 40 guys and gals here. And the governor said, we're going to give you 50. And what we did in 1 month was arrest 500 individuals and violent felons in the state of Virginia. And that's, to me, speaks to the quality of the relationship we have across the interagency. And we want to take that model to other states across this country. And that's what we're looking to do.
Ooh, look at the eyes of Cash Patel, man. Ooh, this man is on fire, you know? And again, once in this position, you cannot just go like, yeah, Epstein didn't kill himself. You know, you got to stick to certain things, right? You know, unless the truth is being revealed, he's not going to speculate, right? So, you know, you have to understand that. But again, Jasmine Rose, 8377, first point, Red Delilah's 47. It's great to see you. Let me see, guys. Collie Girl. Like Before I die. Cali Girl, we love you. Melly Gator 5, we love you. Yes, Lance.
Cash's response to the Epstein was very, right after he said before I die, he was like, well, we can't let the people know who we're coming after, so I have to be very careful so that they don't flee. So that's exactly like the way he answered that, right? Was very like, well, I have to make sure that
so okay, guys.
How can I put this?
So Heidi, you know, is that you? I think so, right? Heidi, we love you, sister. Thank you so much for joining us. And Raiden, sister, an absolute legend. We love you. And again, guys, you have to understand, right? What happened to Gufri, right? She is one of those high-level Epstein people, right? That has, you know, they killed her, right? Or, you know, somebody is speculating they took her into protective, you know, whatever, guys. But again, you know, the mainstream is like they killed her, right? So you know what they're going to do with these witnesses, right? So what do you think? If Cash Patel and Pam Bondi is just going to blindly release all the files, exposing all the names, you know, so they know now, okay, we got to kill this one off, we got to kill that one off, you know, they're not going to do that. They're going to release the files, but, you know, not to give the enemy a head start, right? And again, guys, you have to be, you know, you have to understand that this is not a game. And again, Heidi, great to see you. Indeed, we love you, sister. Yeah, guys. Derv, you got another clip?
Actually, if you go to Rapid Response,
okay, guys,
they did post another clip or two of
strong,
Cash.
Guys. Marine One.
Oh my goodness! What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. I
there
didn't even
it is,
notice.
guys. Yeah, there it is. Marine One, the United States of America.
Dude.
The safest helicopter in the world, guys. Huh. Can you imagine? Okay, so let's go down. Let's see.
Durf is flipping out.
Yeah, so we already showed you this one.
Yeah, go up. I believe this one is Cash as well.
Okay, let's see, guys.
It concerns me that you're not familiar with the core concept of due process applying to all persons as written in black and white in the Constitution.
As the first public defender who's ever served at the FBI as its director, I am more aware of due process than any predecessor in my seat. You are delineating between removal proceedings and criminal acts. My job is to investigate criminal acts. That's what we do.
It concerns me that you're not
Shut
familiar.
up.
Stupid idiot. Yeah, it concerns me. Like, look out on Twitter, guys. Who's going with this narrative, guys? We're not going to burn people, but, you know, you have to understand if they're going to release the files blindly with all the victims' names, they're going to be suicided, guys. You know, you have to protect them, you know? So, again, good things sometimes take time, but it has to
it's
be
better
done right.
than, right? Ray would just kind of sit there, just kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
Cash is like, excuse me, I'm the first one that's been in this that actually knows the law. You
Yeah.
shut the
Yeah, shut up. There
I
it is,
couldn't be in
guys.
Congress. I'll tell you right now, like I couldn't do it because I tell them all just to shut the, you know what I mean? Like I would snap the way they come at people, right? Like, woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be all over the news.
Or the news will be all over you, right? Like they're gonna say,
Yeah.
"How could you say that?" Right? It's a Sunday, but again, it must be done right. It must be done according to the rule of law. It must carry weight. It must be proven in the court of law. There can't be no mistakes. Good things sometimes take time. 2016, FISA, 2018, and then the Steele guys. 2020 vision showing you the depths of their corruption, right? And then with that understanding, you know, gathering Americans behind the America First agenda, voting Trump back in, saying, Trump, clean it up, fix it, bring them to justice. And this is exactly where we are, guys. We needed to go through this, and you can see that back in 2019, they were already telling you 2020, there will be Democratic election interference. It will be stolen. This must be done. You know, beautiful, guys. So, you know, I love Drop 3725, guys. This is, again, one of those Q proofs that they try to tell us way ahead of time, you know, that this is not another 4-year election, showing you that they have full control. 17 steps. Check my last post, Q. Deltas. Boom, guys. Military precision at its finest. Okay, guys. So we got some... Dude, I could have taken my time. Trump.
Well,
what's up?
Fashionably late.
Yeah.
What?
An hour late.
And he's got a thing for the military mothers later on, right? So
Or did it already happen? No, right? Nope.
I don't.
No,
I'm not
they
sure.
still would. They wouldn't be live still. They'd have cut the stream.
Yeah. Okay,
I kind
guys.
of noticed that. Oh, who was gifted? Do you see that in chat?
Oh,
who was
dude.
that?
True Seeker, gifting out 5 subscriptions. Thank you, Lance. And thank you, True Seeker. Let's see who got it, guys. True Seeker, we love you to the moon and back. Thank you so much for your epic support. Suze Sloan, welcome to the Ratcaster Club. Susie Sloan, welcome to the Ratcaster Club. To Welsh, welcome to the Ratcaster Club. And Heidi, sister, welcome to the Ratcaster Club. And Starlight 20. And Kirk Allen, too, welcome to the Ratcaster Club. And thank you so much, True Seeker, sister. We love you to the moon and back. Your support is epic. And again, guys,
I wanted to say hi to Val. Val Smith's in the chat, too.
Yeah, I know. So Val Smith's sister, we love you, legend.
We love you too, Val.
Mm-hmm. So,
hey, I don't know if it's much, but you know, Trump posted around 9 a.m.
Yeah, I was about to say to look at those gap codes too.
Right before, I mean, there's a deleted truth.
Okay, wait.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Okay, guys. Trump is keeping.
Was there
keeping
3
us
of them
busy.
then?
No, just 2.
Oh.
Okay, let's have a look, guys. So, Victory Day, World War II. Absolutely,
That's a
guys. Beautiful, guys. Victory Day. Oh, wait.
So if you click on the second one, if you click on the Truth Social link,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, right there, you'll see
Yeah.
not found.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a link to whitehouse.gov, which doesn't have it on the repost.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me have a look, guys.
Gap code.
Yes, gap code time.
So I can post that in the chat.
Is he live?
Is he?
Wait a minute. It sounds...
Or is that just...
Yeah,
was
yeah,
that
yeah.
from the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Okay, Tron, we love you.
American exports, especially in agriculture.
Time did he come on?
Yes. Let's see, guys.
It literally just started.
Let me go, guys. Go back a little bit. Okay. 10:51.
Yep. 10:51.
Agreement with the UK is the first in a series of agreements on trade that my administration has been negotiating.
Yo,
dude, yeah.
Stop. Yo,
Let's
look
stop.
up. Sorry, can you look up drop 4150?
4510.
41.
Yes. 414150. Okay.
You got 14.
No, 4-1.
You said 4-1.
Yeah, you put 1-4.
Shit. Yeah, okay. 4-1. What? 5-0.
5-0.
Okay, got you. Okay, Fox News.
What time was this posted at?
Bam! Delta, guys. He went live on the Delta, guys. Donald J. Trump. Big prices for Russia probe. Dude.
Boom.
Big prices, guys. What is up, Trump?
Can I just say also, as of right now, on YouTube, it's saying started streaming 107 minutes ago, as of right now.
And Dick Tracy, thank you so much for your support. The boss is live. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And Val Smith, sister, we love you. We love you, sister. And again, we're gonna have our friend on the show pretty quick. So please, we're gonna set it up, guys, because Johnny has something to say, guys. But guys, Trump is going live exactly on a 5-year delta, guys. Like we showed you over here, a 5-year delta with the Great Awakening, guys. At 10:35, 23:58, guys. And again, please bear with me. I'm under a lot of pressure with the renovation and Miss Grasshopper cleaning out the studio before the students get in, guys. So my mind is kind of everywhere at the moment. But how beautiful, guys. And Durfman, thank you so much. Trump is hitting another 5-year delta on that beautiful 508. What a time to be alive, guys. Okay, and the thing is, we're fighting for freedom. This is exactly that tweet, the Freedom Day tweet that Trump just put out, right? Right over here. Come on.
Hey, Durf, did you see it was 107?
Wait.
On that drop?
Yeah.
107,
guys.
10:51:07.
Just saying, guys.
I did not notice that.
Okay, guys. So let me line up these tabs. This one over here. I want you to be. This is YouTube, and this is going to be Rumble. Okay, guys. Let's line it up perfectly.
I can't wait to have Johnny back on. It's been a while.
Yes. Yeah, I can't say more, guys. Val Smith, we love you. Let's keep it there. Yes.
We've got White House Grandpa in the
White
chat.
House Grandpa.
Good to see
Legend,
you.
we love you. Where's White House?
He's up in the chat.
Oh, there he is.
I think right there. Yeah.
Red, white, and striped tie. Absolutely, guys. Red and white. Beautiful, guys. And the lines are going up. This is positive, right? Okay, guys. Let's continue with Donald J. Trump going live at 10:51. That talks about we're fighting for freedom, as his post was Victory Day, guys. Okay, guys. Let's continue with the. Let me see, guys. Okay, now it's 10:52. Let me check it out, guys. Okay, there it is, guys. There's an Anna said, I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. Where we go one, we go all. And Q saying, your trust and faith in us is enough. You elected us to do the heavy lifting. Enjoy the show. Birth of a new nation, a new world. Like we showed you over here, the golden age of America is coming, guys. So what a time to be alive. Let's continue with Donald J. Trump showing you the trade deal between America and the United Kingdom. Congratulations, Miss Penny Black. Congratulations, UK Patriot Steve. And congratulations, America, guys. America's back to winning. Okay,
good catch, Sheriff.
Yes. And Elias Q is with us from Portugal. We love you, sister. And Trucy made it back home, sister. We love you. Let's continue with Donald J. Trump, who started on a beautiful 5-year delta as our drops were showing us, you know, over here, that Trump is doing the conference, the big news conference on a 5-year delta at 10 a.m. 10/30/23/58, the Great Awakening for the working class people, guys. How beautiful. Let's continue with Donald J. Trump.
With this deal, the UK joins the United States in affirming that reciprocity and fairness is an essential and vital principle of international trade. The deal includes billions of dollars of increased market access for American exports, especially in agriculture, dramatically increasing access
Yo,
for
B-Kids, great to see you.
American beef, ethanol, and virtually all of the products produced by our great farmers. And our secretary, as you know, of agriculture is here, Brooke.
Interesting that was 28. It was 28 minutes off the Delta and then 51 minutes off the time that he said he was going to go live, right? He said 10 o'clock.
58, huh?
What did I say? So what was the drop that was the Delta, right?
Yes.
Was 10:51. Where did I get 10:28 from? Oh, that was your drop.
Yes.
From the Delta
Mm-hmm.
that you had put for the Great Awakening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Delta in that one, I believe, was 10:28. 10:23.
10:23.
Yeah. So off of that Delta, right?
Yeah.
It was 28 minutes, right, from when he started.
Oh, and 28
and then
is bringing us
he
to
said he was
military
gonna,
intelligence.
So
and then
shiny.
He said
oh,
really? And then he said he was gonna start at 10, and he started at 10:51. So that would be 51 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So very interesting.
It was 10:59. Let me see, 10:59.
And then, of course, we're never going to get to this one. So we'll cover this show next show.
No. Watch the news. And this is saying, guys, good job, Mr. President. Beautiful, guys.
777 characters.
Oh, look, it says President Trump signs.
Yeah.
Memorandum.
And there it is, guys. Beautiful. The beautiful signature. Let's continue, guys, with Donald J. Trump signing this incredible trade deal between America and the United Kingdom.
Thank you, sir. You'll let the farmers know. In addition,
You know, like, who is talking through the mic?
The corner's ready.
You see what I'm saying? Somebody is talking through the mic. Listen to this.
Texas, which is just household.com for sponsoring about global trade, about dollar live.
What's
from the White
going on?
House.
With this deal, the UK joins the United States in affirming that reciprocity and fairness is an essential and vital principle of international trade. The deal includes billions of dollars of increased market access for American exports, especially in agriculture, dramatically increasing access for American beef, ethanol, and virtually all of the products produced by our great farmers.
Do you hear that? Somebody is talking through him.
Yeah, there's
in a mic.
There's an open mic somewhere. Maybe it's RSBN in the background. I gotta tell you, Scavino 47 just posted at 11:01 at the same time as Rapid Response 47.
Okay,
at
guys.
11:01.
Let's get into that after this brief. I think this is going to be a short one, guys. But again, interesting that the mirror timestamp is one of those favorite drops of Lance, right? The SEC 1.7, you know, executive order 1352.6, right? Interesting, guys.
And our secretary, as you know, of agriculture is here. Brooke, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, sir.
You'll let the farmers know. In addition, the UK will reduce or eliminate numerous non-tariff barriers that unfairly discriminated against American products. But this is now turning out, I think, really to be a great deal for both countries, because it'll be really great for the UK also. So they're opening up the country. Their country is a little closed.
So shiny.
And we appreciate that. They'll also be fast-tracking American goods through their customs process, so our exports go to a very, very quick form of approval, and there won't be any red tape. Things are going to move very quickly both ways. The final details are being written up in the coming weeks. We'll have it all very conclusive, but
we have it all,
deal
guys.
is a very conclusive one. We think just about everything's been approved.
So shiny.
So good for both countries. And we'll also receive new market access for American chemicals, machinery, and many other industrial products that weren't allowed. And they'll end up getting products that they'll be able to price, and if they like them better and we make great products, they'll be buying those products, but they were not available in the UK. Furthermore, in a historic step, the deal includes plans that will bring the United Kingdom into the economic security alignment with the United States. That's the first of its kind.
There's the United Kingdom, guys. Woo, baby. There's the United Kingdom. Woo-hoo. We have it all, right? That is what he said, guys. We have it all. 10:54, guys. Ooh, baby. Talking about Epstein, guys. How casually we have it all. Didn't he say that?
Economic United States that will bring in the UK. Furthermore, in a historic step, the deal includes plans that will bring the United Kingdom into the economic security alignment with the United States.
Wait a minute. Let's go back a little bit. I got to be careful, guys, because before I know it, the live stream goes back to the beginning. So let's start here.
That unfairly discriminated against American products, but this is now turning out, I think, really to be a great deal for both countries, because it'll be really great for the UK also. So they're opening up the country. Their country is a little closed, and we appreciate that. They'll also be fast-tracking American goods through
He said they're opening up their country.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, we're not there yet. Sorry.
Yeah. Timing success. Great to see you. Yes. Betsy Pages. Yes, sir.
And at the same time, just that so shiny that we were hearing was just an image with regards to that UK trade deal that we're just listening to right now.
Okay, guys, let's have a listen. Where Trump says we have it all.
So our exports go to a very, very quick form of approval, and there won't be any red tape. Things are going to move very quickly both ways. The final details are being written up in the coming weeks. We'll have it all.
Boom. We have it all, right?
Yep, we'll have it all.
10:54, guys. We have it all, guys. The United Kingdom in the crosshairs. You know, we have it all, guys. Look up Ray Chandler. None are safe. We have it all. Let's listen to that one more time.
The final details are being written up in the coming weeks. We'll have it all very conclusive, but the actual deal is a very conclusive one. We think just about everything's been approved. So good for both countries, and we'll also receive new market access for American chemicals, machinery, and many other industrial products that weren't allowed, and they'll end up getting products that they'll be able to price, and if they like them better and we make great products, they'll be buying those products, but they were not available in the UK. Furthermore, in a historic step, the deal includes plans that will bring the United Kingdom into the economic security alignment with the United States.
And he talks about security, right? At 10:54, we have it all, the United Kingdom, and he talks about security, right? Let's see that again.
That's the first king. Furthermore, in a historic step, the deal includes plans that will bring the United Kingdom into the economic security alignment with the United States. That's the first of its kind. So we have a big economic security blanket, and that's very important. And
security blanket.
We feel very, very comfortable with that because it's been a great ally, truly one of our great allies. I mean, a lot of people say our greatest ally. I don't want to insult people by saying that, but I can say it's certainly one of our greatest, and right at the top. And they're the first one we're talking about. And by the way, we have many meetings planned today and tomorrow, and every country wants to be making deals.
Absolutely, guys.
And we have a meeting, as you know, Scott will be going over to Switzerland.
I like that one, as he was saying, UK is one of our best allies. Yeah. A little humor goes a long way.
Let's see what that tweet is all about. Let's see. A little humor goes a long way. Yeah. How? Okay, guys. Do you hear the vacuum cleaning if I'm quiet? I don't think so, right?
No.
Okay, guys. Nope. So shout out to the Shure SMB7, guys. Great mic. Love that thing. Okay, guys, let's continue.
Very interesting. Let's find out. But I think they want to make a deal very badly, too.
Both countries a little humor goes a long way.
Economic security is national security, and we'll be working together as allies to ensure that we have a strong industrial base, appropriate export controls, and protections for key technologies and industries like steel. Steel is a big factor. Both countries will become stronger with steel and things necessary for military. You know, we used to build ships and other things literally at a level that nobody's ever seen, and we haven't. We've eased up, and I would say that the UK certainly eased up, but now we're going to be.
Hey, and then Scabs posts about the UK.
Once again, I want to thank Prime Minister Starmer. He's been terrific for his partnership in this matter, the special relationship and external bond. It's really an external and an internal bond between our two countries will soon be stronger than ever before. And we really do. We have a great relationship. I want to just say that the representatives of UK have been so professional. And it's been an honor doing business with all of them, and in particular the Prime Minister. And I'd like to introduce him now to say a few words. Mr. Prime Minister, please take it away.
Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Mr. President, Donald. And this is a really fantastic, historic day in which we can announce.
Is that who was on the phone?
Between our two great countries, and I think it's a real tribute to the history that we have of working so closely together. Can I pay tribute, Donald, to your negotiating team as well, particularly Howard and Jameson, who've done an incredible job, a very professional job, and my team as well. Two negotiating teams have worked at pace now for a number of weeks to bring in this deal today. Really important deal. This is going to boost trade between and across our countries. It's going to not only protect jobs but create jobs, opening market access. And as you say, Donald, the timing couldn't be more apt, because not only was it 80 years ago today that victory came for Europe after and at the end of the Second World War, but of course on that day the UK and the US stood together as the closest of allies. And Donald, I think even down to the hour, because you may or may not know that it was about this time of day, exactly 80 years ago, that Winston Churchill announced victory in Europe.
Wow.
And that led to great celebrations.
80 years ago, guys.
Across Europe, across America, but particularly...
Did he say at this time?
Literally people going out into the street.
Interesting, right?
He did say that,
Beautiful.
right? Like
Yes.
at this exact time is when they announced it. Isn't that what he just said?
Yes. So interesting,
Interesting.
guys. So again, okay, guys, let's continue. A beautiful 8-year delta with this beautiful moment in time. The United Kingdom and America, closing a deal.
Putting bunting up, going up to the palace. And so to be able to announce this great deal on the same day, 80 years forward, almost at the same hour, and as we were 80 years ago.
And there it is, guys. What did we have here? A 2D hour delta, right? This, like we said over here, right? Making a glorious 2D hour 5-year delta with the Great Awakening, guys. To the hour. This is an 80-year delta to the hour that this is happening, guys. How beautiful.
With the UK and the US standing side by side, I think is incredibly important and makes this truly historic. That close relationship has endured over those 80 years. As you know, Donald, when it comes to defence and security and intelligence sharing, of course, there are no two countries that are closer than our two countries. And now we take this into new and important territory by adding trade and the economy to the closeness of our relationship. It is built, as you say, on those notions of fairness.
Yes.
And
There was a
reciprocal
delta
arrangements with
at 10:54, 41.51.
Come again?
Drop 41.51.
41.51.
10:54.
Yes. 10.54. iPod. Back in the day. And there's that thing again, guys.
Yep.
See that?
Yeah.
Little Adam Schiff is going to be okay, dude. Look at this one. Praymatic. Let me just shut up, man. Let me just shut up.
And I'm not going to say anything either.
No. Okay, let's continue, guys. We love you, Trump. And look how casually Trump is sitting there. Just like, yeah, man, we're winning. It's good for America, but it's definitely good for the UK, right? Like we're winning, and this is a major, major event. How beautiful, guys. A 2D hour, 8-year delta. While the event was broadcasted by Trump on a glorious 2D hour, 5-year delta. Now, during the event, to the hour, 10:23, right? To the hour is in this event, the guy from UK is saying this is an almost to the hour, 80-year delta, guys. What is up?
Always had a fair and balanced arrangement between our countries. This builds on that. Hugely important for sectors like car manufacturing and for steel and aluminium and so many others.
Colleague Al, we love you.
Yes, we can finish ironing out some of the details, but there's a fantastic platform here, including, of course, on the tech side, where I think I'm right in saying we're the only two Western countries with trillion-dollar sectors when it comes to tech. And in the end, it comes down to, as you say, Donald, economic security is national security. On national security, we've been absolutely...
Grass, you see the 5.6 in the back?
...for so many years, keeping the peace through that close alliance, that friendship. And now we add to that this deal on trade and the economy. And I want to thank you for your leadership on that.
That's what Scabby posted, was that chart.
Awesome,
the way
right?
in which your team have negotiated this, and I'm so pleased that we've got this deal, we've finalised it, and we've built an incredible platform for the future. So thank you so much. Donald, I'm now going to go and do a press conference. I think you have your press in with you, but on the details, I think if you've got Howard, we can deal with that through one of my team.
That's great. Well, Mr. Prime Minister, thank you very much. It's an honor. We're going to have a continued, maybe a better relationship than ever before. I don't know if the media knows, but the U.S. and UK have been working for years to try and make a deal. and it never quite got there.
Yeah.
It did with this prime minister. So I want to just congratulate you.
Well, with this president, this prime minister, we've managed to achieve what many people have tried to achieve for many years.
Right.
And I'm really pleased, and it feels completely historic. And,
Money talks.
A special 80-year anniversary.
Drain it.
As well. So, Donald, thank you so much. It's really good to have got this deal over the line. Tribute to both teams, tribute to our countries, and tribute to your leadership.
Thank you. Well, it really is a great thing. And you go do your press
Over the
conference
line.
soon. Maybe speak to you later. But thank you very much. An incredible thing. I can't tell you that for so many years, even as I sat, everybody talked and talked and talked about a deal with
Money
it
talks.
just seemed like a natural deal, but it was not done. But now it was done with us. So I feel very proud to have been a part of it. Keir, thank you very much.
Thanks, Donald, and we'll speak again soon.
Very good. So long. Bye.
Okay, guys. America's back to winning. Winning again.
Well done.
Why don't I do this? Why don't I have our Secretary of Commerce, Howard Lutnick, give a little description of the deal pretty quick, and then the good side, the very
Richard
nice side.
Rohr.
we'll be
Great to see
speaking
you, my
about it
friend.
also, maybe from so you get a pretty equal. I think it's a very. It's just been a deal that was, we thought, very complicated. It became very simple. It's opening up the country that we really didn't have the kind of access to that I would have thought. I was surprised. I think it's why the deal never got done before. It was, they've been working on this deal for 25 years, and we got it done, and we got it done. Really, it's going to be great for both countries. So, Howard, if you could go, and then somebody else, you may have you'll picture whoever,
Big picture stuff.
whoever you want who'd like to
Boom.
do it. I have a feeling you're going to do it, right? So you guys go ahead, and then we'll take questions right after that. But I think you'll get a pretty good understanding of how big it is. It's a very large deal, very big deal. And Howard, go ahead.
So the UK is the 6th largest economy in the world.
There it is. We
and
have
the
it all
4th
again.
largest that we export to, right? So it's a huge market.
What you see is limited.
If you remember Liberation Day, they were at 10% because we have balanced trade with the UK, right? They say they have a surplus, but of course that counts gold bullion, which is, so let's just call it balanced trade. So how do you open up a market in balanced trade? People think it's impossible. They've always thought it was impossible until President Trump came on the scene and changed the way things work. So here's what we've got. We've opened up new market access. Ethanol, beef, machinery,
1103.
all the agricultural products. They've agreed to open their markets.
I love how comfortable he is, man. He's just the best.
Yeah, he's chill, man.
To American exporters.
Where he belongs,
Cool as a
right?
cucumber.
Why would they do that now? Because they've never done it before. And we still have our 10% tariff on, which will produce $6 billion of revenue for the United States. So the idea was, how do they keep their jobs, protect their economy, and do the best for their people while opening the market for us? And the way is they studied it, their team was exceptional, and they tried to figure out the markets that they're importing from other people and try to send them over to America. So why were they always favoring others and not us? And what they've done is they've found the ways to do that so that we have
Look at Trump.
access, right? But the UK workers are protected, and that was the balance. So we did a deal with them in automobiles, and if you're not building here, we charge you a 25% tariff. But the president, and by the way, I want to make this clear, while Jameson and I worked hard, this was the president's deal, and people think, oh, that's not the way it works. If you got to sit next to him, I have the best deal maker to my left, and if you don't think that we take advantage of him calling the prime minister and getting that deal done, you don't understand who's the president of the United States. So he's the closer. He gets deals done that we could never get done because he understands business, he understands deals, and that's why we're here today. So he agreed they could send 100,000 cars into America and only pay a 10% tariff. And that protects their car industry. And remember, we do 16 million cars a year. So this is only like 0.6%. But for the UK auto people, this is tens of thousands of jobs that the president agreed that he would protect for them. So he made that deal, right? Then steel and aluminum. right? Their steel business has been destroyed like everybody else has been destroyed by people dumping steel into their markets. And British Steel had announced it was closing down. So the British government, as part of this deal, nationalized British Steel, and they're going to match the kinds of models we do. They'll put tariffs on, they'll put quotas on. They want to do it with America so they can be part of the resurgence of steel and aluminum in America, and that saves them, again, thousands and thousands of jobs. So if you go step by step, aero and commercial planes, they sell Rolls-Royce engines to Boeing. We've agreed to let Rolls-Royce engines and those kind of plane parts to come over tariff-free. And what you're going to hear today is there's going to be an announcement in the UK that they are buying $10 billion worth of Boeing planes later today, but I'm going to let the name of the airline announce it because they asked theirs to do it. Part of this deal,
I don't want to announce it.
Together,
he already is.
And you can see the numbers on this board. Everything about this board works exceptionally well for the United States of America. It lays out the plan.
Proof Dodger.
You can work with us in autos. You can work with us with aero and commercial. You can work with us in pharmaceuticals if you have a supply chain that is secure and protected in national security. So we feel really good about the deal. You've heard the Prime Minister. He feels really good about the deal, right? And we started at 10% and we ended at 10%. And the market for America is better. And this is a perfect example of why Donald Trump produced Liberation Day. People don't understand. He gets things done in a matter of time. This would have taken Jameson and I 3 years.
Jameson,
maybe.
guys.
And instead, we got it done in 45 days, certainly.
Maybe I'm buying a bottle of Jameson tonight.
So, Jameson, my partner in all this, maybe Jameson, you'd like to talk a little, and then we'll turn it over to the UK.
Sure, happy to do that. Everyone has great
Shots.
Why not?
The Prime Minister, when we talk about VE Day, this is something we've been waiting for decades, and there's no more appropriate day to do this. And when we step back and we look back a few weeks from now, or months from now, or years from now, we're look back at this day and better appreciate the significance, I think. And I'll just say as well, in terms of negotiating, I mean, the UK negotiators, you know, we've got one right here, did an incredible job, right? This is why you win wars, right? When you act like this.
11-11.
The ambassador, he knows more about trade than a lot of us here, based on his background. And I would say on this deal, Mr. President, what we've shown is that it is time to change the way we do trade. People said we couldn't do a global tariff. We did a global tariff. They said no one would want to deal with us. People want to deal. They said no one give offers. You saw that stack of offers I showed you yesterday of all those countries. Said we wouldn't get deals, and here we are with the deal with the 6th largest economy. We've agreed to have fair and reciprocal trade, and we've done it in record time.
Thank you very much, sir. Great job.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Ambassador, please. Well, Mr. President, thank you very much indeed in hosting us this morning. And thank you very much indeed also for that very
He's from England.
11th-hour intervention by you with your phone call to the President.
Phone call.
Demanding even more out of this
I would
deal,
like to have a cup of
than
tea.
any of us expected. So thank you for that. The Prime Minister was delighted.
Delighted.
Obviously, to take that call
Love that.
late at night. But you took it to another level. And I think the point I would make is twofold. One is that if we're going to rebalance and rebuild international trade in a way that serves all our interests, then we're better doing that together than separately and apart, and that's what we're on a mission to do. But secondly, you've done what you said you would do. You said to the Prime Minister when he came and we visited in the Oval that you would do a good trade deal with the United Kingdom, that you would do it at pace, and that we would be first. And you have delivered that. You know, you've been true to your word. So thank you very much indeed for that. For us, it's not the end. It's the sort of, it's the end just of the beginning.
Absolutely.
I mean, there is yet more we can do in reducing tariffs and trade barriers.
They got a taste and they like it.
Our markets to each other even more than we're agreeing to do today. But it also provides us with the platform, the springboard, to do what I think will be even more valuable for both our countries in the future, and that's creating a a technology partnership between the United States and the United Kingdom so that we can harness science and technology in order to create future industries and future jobs, and to do that together in the way we work so closely already in the national security and defense area. We can just take that to yet further areas of science, enterprise and endeavour. So we're looking forward to doing that in the coming months. You've launched us extremely well today. It just, in my view, as the Prime Minister has said, just shows what two countries who trust each other, who are confident in each other and are familiar with each other can do, not just for ourselves, but for the rest of the world who need to benefit from a bigger and better international trading system.
Big month. 11/11.
Beautifully stated. What a beautiful accent. I'd like to have that accent. Thank you. My mother would be proud. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Don't you love Trump, guys?
Can I ask, why Britain?
Wow. I love when he does that.
Wow.
It was a full and comprehensive deal, and yet we've just
Always stating the obvious.
end of the beginning. Clearly, there's much more work still to do. With respect, are you overstating the reach and significance of this deal because you're a president who needs a result at a difficult time?
I think that it's a great deal for both parties. It's for us. We're opened
Overstating
up.
this,
I didn't
really.
know how closed it was. Quite closed, the market, as you know, the UK, and it opens up a tremendous market for us, and it works out very well, and a lot of assets. You see the chart, and those are tremendous assets. But we've been trying, and when you say why us, meaning your country, we've been trying for years, and they've been trying for years to make a deal, including when I was in the, first term. It would always be people talking, but they weren't getting it done. But for 25 years before that, they were trying always to make a deal, a very significant deal. I actually, until I looked at the numbers, I didn't realize this is a very conclusive deal, but we think we can grow it even from that. But this is a maxed out deal, not like you said it. You said it really incorrectly. This is a maxed out deal that we're going to make bigger, and we make it bigger through growth. But we have tremendous assets involved.
What a dick of a question, huh?
Country is in trade, actually, one of the biggest in technology and so many other things. It's agriculture. I really didn't know. It's depending on your definition, it's from 4 to 5 to 6. That's pretty big in the world. So I was very impressed by that. But we're going to take it to new levels. It's a very big deal right now, but I think it is going to grow just of its own volition. It's going to grow, and over time there'll be changes made. There'll be adjustments made because we're flexible. We'll see things that we can do even better. But it's very conclusive, and we think everyone's going to be happy, and the people of your country are going to be very impressed with the result, and they'll be able to buy from more people. They'll be able to price things differently. They'll be able to get some products that aren't available to them now that we make better than anybody in the world. And it's just something that it's a great thing that it came together. It's so nice because we have many countries want to make a deal, and many countries are very unhappy that we happen to choose this one, to be honest with you. But long time, our oldest ally, or just about. I guess a couple of people claim that too, but let's put it right at the top. I think it's going to be something very special for UK and special for the United States.
Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President. Reagan Reese with the Daily Caller. How close are you to more deals, and when do you expect the next to be announced?
Well, very close. We have numerous deals. I know Howard's going back. As soon as this is finished, your press conference, he's got numerous. And Scott, who's right over here, who's fantastic, by the way. You were great on television this morning. I watched you. That was you gave them a little lesson in the world and economics. But Scott's going to be going to Switzerland, meeting with China, and they very much want to make a deal. We can all play games. Who made the first call? Who didn't make it doesn't matter. It only matters what happens in that room. But I will tell you that China very much wants to make a deal. We'll see how that works out. Every country throughout the last 40, 50 years has literally ripped off the United States on trade, on military, on protection, on all the different things. And we are now making fair deals. And in this case, it's great because we really weren't very much involved. You have the European Union, which is, I think you made the right decision years ago. I don't know if you remember, I was opening up
Brexit.
Turnberry the day that you were voting.
Jenna Lynn, we love you.
Happen or would it not
Bob
happen?
SS1.
No, I think they're going
Great
to
to
do
see
it
you,
their own
my friend.
separate way. I think it's better for them. And they did. I think it's going to end up being a very smart decision. But a big part of that decision was always that you'd be able to make a deal with the United States, and they were unable to do that. But now they made it, and it's a tremendous, it's very important. That was always a big part of your decision on Brexit, and they were never able to make that deal. It was, it was a tough one. And this one was, it's amazing with time. This one just went very smoothly, went quickly and smoothly. And a lot of common sense, as I like to say. There's tremendous common sense, but it's going to make your country much bigger in terms of trade, and it's going to make our country much bigger in terms of trade, too. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And the media goes well.
Oh, yeah, Tom Baker from the BBC. Thank you, Mr. President. You mentioned meat.
You're with who?
The BBC.
The BBC.
Thank you. You mentioned meat and beef exports. The UK currently doesn't accept American beef because of its own food
Susie Q,
standards.
we love you.
Are you calling on the UK to accept all American beef and chicken products?
Well, I think they'll take what they want. We have plenty of it. We have every type. We have every classification you could have. As you know, Bobby Kennedy is doing a tremendous job, and he's, I think, probably heading toward your system with no chemical, no this, no that. I mean, I think we're heading that way. It seems to be. And but we have that also.
Good.
We're a very big country. We have a lot of beef. We're a very big country, so it'll be great. Yes. Yes.
You want me to jump in?
Yes.
Let's talk about American beef really quickly, and it can't be understated. I'm Brooke Rollins, by the way, how important this deal is and what this means to American farmers and ranchers. Specific to the beef, this is going to exponentially increase our beef exports. And to be very clear, American beef is the safest, the best quality, and the crown jewel of American agriculture for the world. So I think a really important part of this deal isn't just the ethanol reducing of tariffs from 19 to 0, which for our row croppers is a huge deal, but also for beef. And as we move forward, I know our incredible trade team is looking at all of the meats, all of the produce, really all of our agriculture exports. And I don't know if there's an industry that has been treated more unfairly and has suffered more than our agriculture industry. So we look forward to, I'll be in the UK on Monday, talking to my counterpart over there for next week, and look forward to moving that out across the country. The president is
I think we can say that we have the best in the world, best tractors, the best everything in the world, and they say that our agriculture is second to none. You understand, and it'll be a great asset. People are going to be able to have options, choice, and they'll have more of it. And that usually means lower prices. How about we'll do you and then you? Go ahead.
Follow-up question for the Italian TV, Daniele Compatangelo, LA7, TV Tutato, Primetime Media. So congratulations for the deal. We see a big revenues from the chart. But what's the rest of Europe? It's a victory day, but other European countries, it seems like they're losing.
We intend to make a deal with Europe.
All right.
We have found that the European Union treated us extremely unfairly, very difficult, and hurt themselves in doing so. And they very much want to make a deal. We'll be dealing with them. We are dealing with them currently. So
we're
that'll
dealing with
cover,
them, guys.
Pretty much the rest of it. But this was separate because of Brexit in particular. This was a separate deal. It always seems so natural. I mean, all the media would say that this seemed to be like, why did this happen 25 years? Why didn't it happen a long time ago? And it was always amazing to me. Somebody would say, hey, we got to make a deal. We have to make a deal. But this deal just fell into place. The Prime Minister did a fantastic job. His representatives are total professionals, and they got along well, and it just seemed to work. And I think one of the reasons it did is because we blew up the whole system. If we would have just been dealing with you separately or, country by country, we blew up the whole system. It was very fair to the very unfair to the...
Okay, guys, the next timestamp talks about tariffs, guys. So wait a minute, 11:20. Confirmed tariff reduction, guys. Wait a minute.
the United States.
He's saying they blew up the
Because
system.
of that,
Yep.
this worked out so nicely, and I'm honored that it was the first deal. Please.
Boom. So please, at 11:20, exactly to the minute, to the second, guys. Let's see that again.
What are you so nicely?
Look at the
and
time.
I'm honored that it was the first deal. Please.
Boom, please. 11:20. Boom. Confirmed tariff reduction. Tuesday. China cars. Dude, major imports. Ford US starts, guys. Interesting, guys. Interesting.
By the way,
yes,
just letting you know, it is 11:36.
I got you. I'm eyeballing it. Let's run it, and then I maybe have to jump out without any shout outs. Okay, guys, let's celebrate this moment. Thank you, Durf.
Well, why don't you go in the back? Yes.
Oh, thanks. I'm with the London Times.
London Times.
Because now Aston Martins will be available to America.
Dude, Aston Martins, and it talks about cars, guys. Confirmed tariff reduction, cars. Aston Martins. Okay, awesome cars, by the way.
I was waiting for him to hit either China or cars, right? Like that was the comment.
Okay, guys, let's see Trump talk about Ford. Let me see.
Will it be even better by extending it to film? You've talked about a big tariff on films, and we'd like to know if there'd be relief on British.
Well, we're going to have a discussion on that separately. And as you know, we're putting tariffs on that particular film, he said, the movie makers. And we're going to be doing some tariffs to get them, because a lot of them have left this country. They all live here. The money comes from here. Everything comes from here, but they make them in other countries.
Major
so
import.
We're going to do something to bring them back, maybe to a large extent. But James Bond has nothing to worry about that, I can tell you.
James Bond.
And you know, Sean Connery was a friend of mine. Sean Connery.
And you know, guys, who is the guy making all the tools for James Bond? What's his name? Isn't that cute? Right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right? Or yeah, I think that's cute, man. So interesting, guys. James Bond had nothing to worry about. Oh, guys, awesome. Talking about tariffs, talking about cars, guys. Boom, tariffs. Cars, the stars, guys. Beautiful. 11:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
He was responsible for my getting zoning in Aberdeen. He said, "Let the bloody bloke build his golf courses." And, I was like 4 years into the process, and it was impossible in Aberdeen. And I don't know, he just stood up one day and he said that. As soon as he said that, I got the approvals in about 2 minutes. So he was a great guy, Sean Connery, and great character.
Sean Connery.
Yeah, I will be.
Didn't he play in The Rock?
Oh, yeah.
Turnberry,
Indeed.
Right?
Alcatraz, yes. Well done.
In Ireland, right
Sean
on the
Connery.
ocean. They're all in the ocean. I only have interest if they're on the ocean. And we have good investments over there. Been beautiful. Yes?
Mr. President, if the talks go well this weekend between Secretary Bessent and Ambassador Greer with their Chinese counterparts, not preemptively,
Ooh, China.
if the talks go well, would you
There it
then
is.
lowering the
China.
tariff rate on China?
Well, it could be. I mean, we're going to see. Right now, you can't get any higher. It's at 145, so we know it's coming down.
145.
I think we're going to have a very good relationship. You know, I always got along very well with President Xi. That relationship was
There it is,
greatly
guys.
disturbed by COVID when COVID came in. But we get along very well now. I mean, we had
So
the
Xi
relationship
tariffs,
was hurt with
cars,
a lot of people, a lot
boom.
of countries when COVID came in. But I think we're going to have a very good relationship. I expect to have a very good relationship with China, Scott.
We gotta have a bing, bing, bing on drop 11:20, Lance. That will be awesome, man. To have a bing, bing. Okay, guys, look at the.
I think it's a very friendly meeting. They look forward to doing it in an elegant way. China, as you know, has a tremendous trade surplus with us, and we just can't have that. And but I think it's going to be very good for both countries. I would like to see China opened. You know, one of the big things here is, and nobody would know this, but the UK was largely closed. It was very much closed to trade.
Okay.
And now it's opened. And
Okay,
a
guys,
lot of
Ms.
the
Grasshopper needs
financial
my help.
reporters are very happy about that because.
Okay, guys, Miss Grasshopper needs my help. So we have to end the show. I'm going to be back whenever it's possible. I'm just asking her later after the show how the sound was, if she could hear me on the staircase and everything. If that's not the case, then I can do the shows from this studio, guys. So we're gonna, if that's the case, let me just look at her. Maris, how was the sound? Okay, she said, okay, so that means that we can do another show in this studio, guys. So again, click that bell of notifications so you know whenever we go live. Make sure to eyeball our social medias of Lance with Earthman, because, man, we got so much to get into. And let's give honor to those beautiful crumbs that they've been putting out there. And congratulations, Donald J. Trump, the team responsible for these beautiful tariff deals. Congratulations to all you UK patrons out there. You're going to be driving beautiful American cars, guys. But again, you already have your Aston Martins. Okay, guys, let me give the final words to our beloved Lance on his epic quest.
Well, thank you, everyone, for dropping in on short notice. Chat was rolling today, so thank you, everyone. And we will see you on the next show. Thank you, Grass. Thank you, Durf. Love you guys.
Lance, we love you. Durf, man, final words. Durf? I think Durf, man, is either muted or he needed to do something. So
he was
he's
muted.
there. He was mute, man.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you all for joining. We definitely got some interesting crumbs here and there from Scavino, Rapid Response. Cash, way to go. I'm sure there's going to be more highlights to look through. And keep an eye out. We'll be live again in the next couple days. So if this is working out in the studio, then I can do some more shows from this place. So I'm just going to have a little talk. I'm going to let her... I'm going to help her out now. So Durfman and Lance, we love you. And thank you again, Chet, for coming in on this short notice. I got to go, Lance. Durfman, final words? Yeah, that's it. Love you guys.
Okay, guys.
We'll see you next show.
Absolutely, guys. So let's play Hold the Line. Maris, can you close the door? Yes, I know. Close the door. Yes. Okay, guys. So let's go. She's going to close the door so I can do the shout out without the neighbors hearing me. Okay, guys. We love you. See you really, really soon. I guess on Saturday. Let me see, guys. I don't know. But again, guys, I love you. Let's hold the line. Let me shout each and everyone out because you know they love you.
We're going to hold the line.
Okay, guys. Let me pull in the chat. Boom time. Dick Tracy, we love you. B-Kid, sister, Joseph Reiners, look for what? Deflustrated, Jenna Franklin.
I will be a
Dick
president
Tracy,
from
Leslie P,
disease,
1963. Tina English.
Anger.
Dawes 333. Washington Trials, One Side
Extremism.
214. Will Smith. Kelly Garrow.
Violence.
68.
Goodness and fury.
Susie.
No progress.
White House Grandpa.
No nation.
Washington
Only a
Trials.
state of chaos.
Don't
Trucy,
piss
we love
down
you.
my back
Man
and tell me it's
74.
raining.
We're gonna hold the line. Bruce Breakers, Stewie.
We're gonna hold.
4554. Melly Gator.
We're gonna hold.
Bessie Pages. Real News Head.
We're gonna hold. We're gonna hold.
We're gonna hold the line. Boom time. Gone 333. Miss Penny Black, we love you. Do no good. Truth Seeker. Leslie P. Diane Tunnell. We love you guys. Raiden, Sister Legend, we love you. Santa Fe Kate. Russian Dossier. Teresa Red. Let's not go quietly into that everlasting night, guys. Tess Gillis, 1977, we love you. Thank you so much for your epic support. Susie Q, we love you. Joanna 17. Lulu 51. Lance from Epic Quest. Surf Man.
We're gonna hold the line.
Richard Roar. We love you guys. Trump, we love you. White House Grandpa. Curious to see. Ted Phillips, 1977. Durfman. Montreal Durfman, we love you. Stevie Banana. We have reached the cruising altitude of 40,000 foot long ago. As we prepare to land, make sure your seats and folding trays are in their upright position. And don't forget to buckle up, guys, because it's gonna get bumpy. The Grim Reaper 101, we love you. White House Grandpa, God bless you, man. And White House, if you're going live, please drop your links in the chat so people can follow you over there. Turf, man, you got this?
United Airlines to Guantanamo Bay. Immediate boarding at gate. Elon.
Elon. Drum roll, please. We knew the day would come. Here we go. Barco, we love you. Jenna Franklin, Teresa Rat, Washington Trials. Jordy M is singing aloud to YouTube. The angels are sounding their horns. The apocalypse is nigh. Foreshadow for millennia and unfolding right in front of their eyes. We are blessed to be alive and to be witnesses of this epic transition to greatness. Big shout out to Donald J. Trump, Elon Musk, Dan Scavino, Cash Patel, Pam Bondi, Chuck Grassley, Richard Grinnell, and the Less Than 10.
We love you. We will be back in some form.
Too many of us think it is impossible. Too many think it is unreal.
And I want to
But
be.
that is a
We love you
dangerous,
guys.
defeatist belief. It leads to the conclusion
That we are gripped by forces we cannot control.
We cannot control.
SARS 2522, we
Ladies and
love you.
gentlemen,
Prepare for the storm mega. Okay, guys, we love you. Let's wait until the Where We Go One We Go All worldwide is full on screen. And let me say goodbye to you. And again, big shout out to Miss Grasshopper. We love you guys. Everybody on Pilt, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Rumble, and everybody watching on Twitter, guys. We love you to the moon and back. Thank you so much for your epic support and see you really, really, really soon. Lance, take it away.